All right. So this is a Fox News interview with a furry in his fursuit.
Okay.
Here it is.
We now turn it over to a real-life furry, David Kanoska, to respond. All right, David, how old are you?
I'm 32.
58.
And what are you supposed to...
When I first saw this...
Me too!
When I first...
Cool age.
You know how... You guys know how some of them talk with
most
squeakers?
Game.
Yes.
Yeah, I was hoping that this interview was all going to be
that'd be sick.
Yes, that's what I
him
want.
responding to a Fox News anchor with...
That would have been awesome. So I'm actually, like, when I see this interview, I'm impressed that they mic'd him properly and gave him, like, a lav inside.
Yeah, that's
the
true,
head.
because it doesn't sound... It's not all muffled.
It doesn't sound like Cool Cat.
It's almost like Fox News is the best news channel.
to be dressed up as here?
It's the only trustworthy news source.
Fair and balanced.
I'm a raccoon.
And why are you dressed up as a raccoon?
Why are you like this?
Well, isn't it fun?
For you?
No,
You tell me.
you idiot! You can't say "isn't it fun" because obviously most people don't find it fun because they're not doing it.
They're not doing it.
They're not doing. If some people find it fun, the argument to make is I find it fun, and this is America. What are you gonna do? Make freedom illegal? You know, like, fuck, it's a free country. I'm allowed to be weird. That's the argument, not isn't it fun? Don't you want to do this?
Bad
Jesse
response.
Walters or whatever. Like, would you like to come to this convention?
I think he should. I think he secretly does.
Oh, for me, absolutely. I'm hoping it's fun for everyone around me. The joy of bringing smiles to everyone's face is really the only reason that I like to do this. Getting smiles
Also the fucking...
and bringing people happiness in all sorts of ways.
It's for other people, not for myself. It's not for my own it's for other people.
Hey, Scott,
I do it because I know that other people would like to see me do this.
Yeah, I don't
Glad you
even
are
like
streaming
doing it
despite
myself.
Billy's unfortunate passing. Stay strong, family. Smile, Gonzo.
Oh, okay, yeah. Those were some condolences for Billy's passing.
It's okay. Ghost Billy will always be with us.
Yep.
He's even posting in the chat.
I know specifically are great at art and dance and theatrical performance, and it all brings with it.
All right, so I've got a little bit of context for you. So this guy held a poll on his own Twitter account saying he was invited to talk on Fox News in fursuit. Should I do it? It was overwhelmingly no.
Oh, okay.
And he still did it. And then when questioned about why he did it, he said he's in the top 10% of IQ and that he's like familiar with other media things that he's done before. And so then obviously with furry Twitter being furry Twitter, this guy is being like heavily, people are like looking into it, his whole history. He's apparently the owner of like a furry, I think it's called the Dealer's Den website or something. So like a furry auction site. And so now people are boycotting it. People have dug into his tweets and found out like he's anti-vax and like, it's like, oh, okay, he went on Fox News because he kind of likes Fox News. And he thought like, he's kind of an idiot thinking like, oh, maybe they'll like me and maybe I'll make like a good representation, despite him not having like any experience with, I don't know, social interactions.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of a funny story.
I see more of a dog than a raccoon with this.
It's not very raccoony.
Yes.
Not enough
kind of a
stripes.
shit fursuit.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
And
they're
the eyes are too much.
Yeah.
so great at spankings. Did
explain
you
that
see
it's a
the video
raccoon.
we just played?
Yeah.
What's going on with the spanking?
It's made by one of those fursuit makers who, no matter what species they make, it's a dog. Because there's a bunch of those.
He just said, "Did you see the video we just played? Did we miss that?"
They didn't include a video. I think it was cut out.
So, weird. So in the actual Fox News segment, what they did is they took, so next to some conventions, I know next to MFF, and I think maybe close to, so the convention they're talking about is called, Megaplex. The
Bad
reason why
name
there's a
for
segment about this
convention,
at all.
It doesn't tell you what it is. Bad name.
The reason why there's a segment about this at all is because of new laws passed in Florida, anti-drag things like, oh, you can't be performing things in a weird way around children. So this convention Megaplex recently changed their rules saying like, okay, now this is like an 18 plus convention to try and like get around the Florida laws, even though they weren't sure, like, it's not like, oh, it's not like a drag convention, but like they weren't sure, like they didn't want to be arrested for just doing a furry convention because the phrasing of the law is always so vague. And so now a lot of, Megaplex made a statement, and then somebody made an article being like, furries are at war with DeSantis. And then that got big on Twitter. And now the Fox News is like, oh, there's a furry convention in Florida. Well, let's talk about this. And so the clip that they played that they didn't show in this interview is one of the there's a restaurant called like Hofbrauhaus or something, like a German restaurant. Hofbrauhaus. And they spank the patrons. And so they took from someone's TikTok of a furry in fursuit getting spanked, or like partial suit. They were just wearing their head. And obviously this chain restaurant is close to some conventions. And so they, there's some furries that will like go there for dinner and be like, I want to get spanked. And like for the Instagram or for the, for the TikTok or whatever, just for the social media thing.
We went to Vegas, but I didn't get spanked.
Fox News is playing it off as though this is something that happened at the convention, where
and not a chain restaurant.
Yeah, in room parties, sure, much more explicit things happen at the convention, but that is not all ages. Like that is a like, oh, adults only.
Well, it depends on,
you know what?
My room parties are all ages.
Oh, okay, Scott.
You think that Fox News would be good with
maybe children are invited.
We don't discriminate.
You think Fox News would be totally on board with anything that starts at a German brew house, right?
Exactly. You think, yeah.
Yeah. But well, here's the thing: is like Fox News is doing exactly what we were criticizing earlier. They know what their audience wants to hear.
Of course.
Oh, here's these people that are different that we don't understand. They're obviously evil and they're trying to corrupt your children.
Right. Hofbrauhaus, that's a policy of their restaurant that has nothing to do with furries.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's a restaurant that children are allowed at that has nothing to do with the convention. So your criticism should be towards the restaurant, not towards furries. Yeah. A furry just happened to be there.
Right.
So now he's getting grilled about it.
Yeah.
The video we just played? What's going on with the spankings at the furry conventions?
Not at the convention.
Well, there's a popular restaurant called the Hofbrauhaus, and this is
even if
a restaurant.
Spankings do happen at conventions, but like not at like an all ages panel or anything.
Right.
Like it's not.
Here's a video of someone getting spanked at Hofbrauhaus.
Of other people getting spanked. Yeah. That's what they do at it.
Yeah. And Hofbrau is an actual brewer in Germany, and they own this chain of restaurants in the U.S.
Yeah.
We had one in Columbus, Ohio, when I lived there. There might even be one in Seattle too. Now that I think about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There you go.
My butt.
There's also the Heart Attack Grill in Vegas, where if you don't finish your food, you get spanked.
Hell yeah.
Too.
Love it.
And if you're over 400 pounds, that you eat there for free.
300.
Or is it 300?
350.
Is it
350?
Okay.
It's a good system.
Yeah. Yeah, Billy was asked to be the spokesperson of that one time. Like he showed up.
They keep mysteriously dying of heart failure.
Exactly. That's it. That's why it was a good choice for him not to do it.
Pretty close to one of the conventions that we set up every year. And at the Hofbrauhaus, it's customary in Germanic tradition to, I guess, slap the asses
It's so awkward.
Of the patrons.
It's very awkward.
He's so awkward. He decided to do this after the Twitter poll said overwhelmingly no.
No.
He's like, hey, what do you guys think? Should I do it? No.
I'm going to do it.
I like Jesse Walters.
I didn't know the Germans were into that kind of kink, but there's a lot I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So
Germans
why do you want
famously not into kink.
Right.
You fucking dum-dum.
That is such an underinformed statement. I mean, like, who poops all over each other in porn, right? It's like, what?
My parents.
Kids around people dressed up as squirrels getting spanked.
Me
personally, the kids are around it. You just showed it. I'm sorry, dude. Is Fox News age restricted? You just showed it on your network. There could be kids watching at home. You just showed it. They literally showed it.
I think that it's a definitely an adult-only environment for that. The furry conventions themselves don't have anything to do with that, though. The furry conventions themselves are really about community and bringing people together.
I mean, some of them have something to do with it, but it's not like, kids are around those parts.
But it'd be fun. Like, it would be funny if this guy like wasn't sort of a Fox News fan and went on more antagonistically. And when what's the other guy's name? Jesse Walters.
Jesse, yeah.
Yeah. So when Jesse Walters drops the is this what's like a furry convention? I'm like, no, that was at a restaurant, you fucking idiot. Like, and just see what he does.
He got chewed out by Jesse Ventura one time for asking him a dumb question. It was pretty hilarious.
Asking questions.
Yeah.
His first and last name are the two main characters in Breaking Bad.
Oh my God!
Jesse and
imagine
Walter.
Imagine if his name was White Pinkman.
White Pink Man.
Is
that his name? Is that his actual name?
We're
making this up.
White Pink Man.
We're not so socially. It's a little bit tough.
We're not so socially.
It's easy to make fun of furries.
Girl.
So why are you upset that kids are not allowed to be at the furry convention?
Because I want to fuck them. Get off my back. Come on.
Get off Scott's back. See, here's the thing. What's interesting about this furry convention in particular is like it's in Orlando, and I went to it once. I went to it last year. My main complaint: too many fucking kids. So if you were to ask me, like,
Megaplex just got
get
better.
those fucking kids out. Like, most of the kids that were there were just like, okay. First thing you need to understand: any child that's at a furry convention is there with their parents. A child cannot attend without their parents.
Yeah.
A child cannot attend without their parents. That's like, in order to register, you need like a parental consent if you're under like 16, 18 or something. Like, I don't know. But like at Megaplex.
What do you think all the Fox News hosts' persona are? Tucker Carlson is obviously a chihuahua.
Well, he's fired now, so it doesn't matter. Sorry, what were you saying, Adam?
Lost his persona.
Every convention I've been to other than Megaplex, seeing a kid is like a rare sight. Seeing like a child at a furry convention is like, oh wow, like, okay, I guess you're weird and your parents are like cool with it. Like, okay, whatever. And you just move about your day, and then the rest is just adults like hanging out, having fun, room parties, whatever, panels, whatever. Megaplex, it was like, God, there are too many kids. Like, going into the regular convention space, I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then I found out it's because it's so close to Disney World.
Oh.
And then all these like families that are like at the hotel or resort, like vacationing, doing their thing anyway, think that it's another like theme attraction. Like, they've seen so many mascots already.
Right.
They're like, what's going on here? And they like bring their kids around. And I'm like in my weird fucking like, you know, horse fursuit, kind of sexy or whatever. I'm thinking like, oh, I'll just like, hang around the convention.
Sure. It's more than kind of sexy.
Okay, it's very sexy. I'm just like trying to hang around the convention. Every other convention I've been to, like, adults. And then all of a sudden, in a giant animal costume, there's like kids there like, I want to take a picture with the horsey.
Here's your
like,
horsey suit,
what
right?
do you do? You can't punch the kids. That is my horse fursuit.
You can punch
it. It's kind of sexy. You can't punch the children. Like, what do you do? Right? So like, you kind of just have to be like, hey, pose for the picture. Hands nowhere near them.
Hands up,
not touching your children.
Hands up, not touching.
And then like, just what do you do? Like, and so I just wanted to escape. So if there was one convention that I could ban children from, it would be the convention in Florida. And so
if there was one children,
I'm on DeSantis' side here.
Well, me personally, I think that it is a great way to include everyone, no matter what their age. It's nothing. There's nothing inherently sexual about these conventions. You have panels that teach you how to create costumes or dance or we have variety shows and all kinds.
Give a good rim job.
I feel fucking blessed to be able to talk to normies and not just like furries are isolated community otherwise. Like, furries know how to talk to each other. We know, like, I know what this guy's saying. I know what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
He is not doing a very good job
doing
of
a bad
communicating that to people who are outside of the community. He is doing a terrible job. Right? It's just, it's sad. I can't believe he thought he could do it.
You hate to see it.
And they told him not to. He shouldn't have even asked.
Everybody told him not to do it, but he just was like, I want attention, which a lot of furries do. A lot of furries who have fursuits want attention.
Yes.
It's not sexual. It has nothing to do with that.
Okay, you say it's not sexual. That's fine. We have
I
video
wouldn't
that
say it has nothing to do with that.
And he's like, we
say
have
it has
video that says otherwise. That's what he's about to say here.
I mean, that would be funny if they just started playing GIF videos on Fox News.
But I think he's still talking about the Hofbrauhaus spanking. He's pretending not to understand what he was just told about it. He's going to double down on that.
Oh yeah, he knows his agenda.
Yeah.
proves otherwise. But if, like, the governor said you can't have kids at the convention, why wouldn't you just say, okay, it's too bad, move on? Why are you...
If the governor says you can't have kids at church, why would you just not say, like, oh, it's too bad, move on?
Yeah.
If the governor... Why do you want kids at church so bad?
Yeah.
When statistically they're more likely to get raped at a Catholic fucking church.
True. Very high. Almost 100%.
Like, per capita, even. Like...
I went to Catholic schools K through 12, and I was very fortunate. You know, my parents really...
Biden...
Well, you were an ugly kid.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
If Joe Biden passed a law saying you can't have kids at church, why would you just not move on? What's the big deal? Why don't you want kids at church? That's the whole thing. Like, me personally, I don't want kids around me. Like, I find them annoying.
Same here.
I just
Same
it's
here.
Not when I go to fucking convention, I'm looking to hang out with other adults. I'm looking to hang out with people who drink. Okay, you know,
kids can drink.
But like, I understand. At the same time, like, I understand, like, if you're going to talk like legally or like, you know, like legislatively or anything, like, you shouldn't ban kids from attending a convention. Like, a lot of people are fucking at gaming conventions. A lot of people are doing, like, have you seen cosplay? Have you seen like all the attention grabbing like female, like, I'm the Tomb Raider, and like we've already seen this criticized by the exact same crowd that are willing to point a finger at furries and be like, oh yeah, kids can't go to your conventions. It's like, okay, well then kids should not be allowed at any gaming convention, any anime convention, right? Like, if there are adult things happening behind, like, you know, a place where you have to show ID, or in room parties, which they happen at those other conventions too, then yeah, like, kids, just apply it logically throughout the board consistently. If you want to ban kids from furry conventions, please. It would make it so that I'm happier and that I'm not around kids, right?
Yeah.
But also do the same for church and gaming conventions and anime conventions.
And airplanes.
Otherwise, you're being discriminatory and you're just being a piece of shit.
No more kids on airplanes.
I always go to the 21 and over movie theaters when I go out to a movie theater too, because I know there will be no kids talking.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Because parents typically don't want to tell their kids not to do things. But if you tell their kid to shut the fuck up, they get all mad about it. You know what I'm saying?
I discipline someone else's
their
kid.
child.
All of a sudden I'm the bad guy.
Allowed at the AVN Awards. Y'all see?
Y'all see?
Crew so insistent on having the kids there?
You just want to have the kids at church. Why are you so insistent about it?
There's
why you gotta baptize them before they can consent and cut their little baby penis off? Why you gotta do that? At least they don't cut baby dicks off at furry conventions. Jesus.
Oh my God.
There was the one time, but that was an isolated incident.
I mean,
could you imagine? Could you imagine if any queer group baptized children in their own? They were like, we're gonna like put the baby under the water. And we're gonna say you're a part of our family now. Could you imagine how that would be fun? They'd
all be in jail in a week.
In Catholicism, in Catholicism, they dress up first grade boys and girls like they're getting married. The little girls wear like wedding dresses.
It's
and we
disgusting.
participate in a cannibalistic ritual where we pretend like we're eating the flesh of Jesus Christ.
Literally eating the flesh.
Yes.
It's supposed to be literal, not metaphorical.
No,
which
you're
is
right.
Fucked up.
You're right.
And like like you said, it's so funny when you like recontextualize stuff like that. Like, because I remember the one I always go to is like, imagine if child pageants didn't exist and you tried to start one. You'd go to jail for the rest of your life. And rightfully so.
Like everything that exists in society today that people are used to.
Yeah.
There's like half of it's really fucked up, but
if you just
normalized.
look at it objectively, you're like, oh God, why are we doing this?
Like, think about it. Like, if you weren't normalized to this shit, it would seem fucking insane.
Yeah.
But most people are just not critical thinkers.
But we've always done it.
They can't imagine a world outside of their current reality.
Yeah. Or know how big Canada is.
Yeah.
There's from my understanding, it is from my understanding, the convention.
Okay. I hate to give W's to Fox News anchors.
By the way, I was prime priest bait.
Okay,
Look,
Ben, I would
Scott.
like to issue an emergency apology. You are a fuckable kid.
Ben
I'm
needed
so
to interrupt
sorry.
you by saying how fuckable he was as a kid.
There you
that
go.
Was a very important interruption.
Don't insult me,
Like,
okay?
Scott, don't you think that I was a fuckable child, Scott?
I knew he would think I
It
was.
it would have been rude for Ben to do that if he wasn't so right. If he was even a debatably hot kid, then
There
I'm like,
you
don't
go.
interrupt me. But you know what? I was wrong. You should have gotten me. I very much apologize. What was I even saying? Oh yeah, I hate to give a W to this guy, but like that sigh that was just let out by our raccoon friend. I mean, that was a sigh of defeat.
I don't know what what a fucking idiot.
This is going badly.
So we're in agreement that IQ means nothing, right?
Well, on paper,
Socially.
yes, but I have a very high IQ, so it means a lot.
Okay, yeah.
Just one.
Yeah, well.
Actually, but also, he said he's in the top 10% of IQ. That's 120. That's really nothing great. When you're 167, then you come talk to Daddy about it. All right?
Is that what you are?
That is what I am.
Sorry, your age?
I'm 167 years old. I have one IQ point for every year, and I gain one every year. Next year, 168.
My power.
To avoid any legal gray areas that might be present in the law. It's we're misunderstood as a group, and
you're doing a great
very-
job helping people misunderstanding you.
You fixed
You're doing
it.
a great job.
You fixed it.
easy to vilify us.
Okay. Do you blame yourself at all for
Here's the first rule. If they ask you to show up in fursuit, then you know what their angle is.
Yes.
If they're not interviewing you as a human talking about the furry fandom, you already know what their fucking angle is. They want to see a spectacle. If they're saying, "Oh, we want to interview you, but wear your costume." You know the angle already.
It's not serious. Yeah, they're not looking to understand. They're looking to mock at that point. Yeah.
being misunderstood? I mean, you're the one dressed up as a
You told me to.
Oh, absolutely. I think that this is absolutely
Okay, that
crazy and
was
weird
cute.
and fun. And that's the point. I think, it's supposed to
right.
gain
Have you
attention.
seen what the Pope dresses like?
It's nuts.
Have you seen his fucking costume?
Did you see the
Have you
coronation?
seen what a nun looks like? You know?
Coronation was crazy.
Everybody- Have you seen Muslims? They got some weird costumes. Fuck, like religious people are way weirder in their fucking choices of clothing.
It's true.
Have you
Way
seen
weirder.
Muslims? Adam, 2023.
Have you seen them? I'm looking.
Have you seen this Muslim?
Being on stage, I like performing as a character. I like bringing joy to people.
Okay.
That's
What do you
why
do?
I
If
What's
I
your
came
talent?
to one of
there
your
are hundreds of thousands of
conventions,
furries.
David, or maybe we sent Johnny to the convention, what should we dress up as?
You can dress up
A snake.
however
Yeah.
you want. We've had
Yes.
Jack
A snake.
Sparrows show up. We've had all kinds of different animals. What kind of animal do you think you would be?
Probably a dinosaur.
Oh, he's trying to assign a persona.
David?
A dinosaur.
He said he'd be a
dinosaur?
Yeah, he said a dinosaur.
He answered really quickly.
He knew
Probably
it!
a dinosaur.
Walters. Jesse Waters is a furry.
Jesse Waters is a goddamn dinosaur?
Yeah.
Who saw that coming?
But
Yeah.
which dinosaur?
Is
I was
he
going to say, that's very
Stegosaurus?
broad.
is he a herbivore or a
raptor?
carnivore?
A Pat
Maybe-
Robertson, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Awesome.
Pat.
Maybe he's
I
one of
like
the fish ones. Maybe he's an ichthyosaur. You ever thought of that? No, bet you didn't. Ankylosaurus, the one with the crazy tail,
The one with the crazy ankle.
the crazy ankle, Ankylosaurus, Kylo Ren, whatever.
Good luck. And don't sweat
Thank you
too
for
much.
having me on.
Thank you very much.
What's crazy about the furry community is that even though this man has not shown his face, his life is ruined.
That's true.
That's awesome. Actually, it's cool that you can be anonymous and still ruin your life.
Yeah, people are like, "You will never recover from this."
Yeah, you're gonna need
and,
a
like
new
ruin
suit.
his business. Yeah, hiding behind a mask the whole time, but his persona is ruined.
Yeah, gonna need to rebrand now.
Can't recover from.
He
this.
should get a fursuit that actually looks like a raccoon.
Yeah, that would be step one, honestly. Yeah, if he could rebrand just by getting an actual raccoon fursuit.
I saw the last time I was in Canada, I was walking down the street. I was walking down a main road and I saw the largest raccoon I've ever seen in my life, just like wandering down the sidewalk.
Oh, we got
It
some
was
big
like-
ones sometimes.
It was like
yeah.
midnight.
It was this guy.
It
was the guy.
looked like a
Maybe it was this
dog.
guy.
It looked like a dog from far away, and I got close to it. It was a big ass raccoon. It was ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, we got big raccoons. We got big skunks.
Yeah,
You go little different places in Canada. You'll find some moose,
some moose.
Meese.
some meese.
Is that plural? Meese.
Yeah,
That's
no.
a raccoon?
Yeah, this is supposed to be a raccoon. Yeah.
Now I'm on a search for like a good raccoon suit.
Thanks for watching. Here's the patron list for June 2023. Andres Avila, Easy Game 69, Nico Fuentes, Joel999, Wriggle Moss, Speak of the Joker, No Rope, T King, Salive88, Trouble Man, Sammy Newton, Orange Juice Slurper has a tumor in her head the size of a peanut. Yup, Caden Mack, Charisma, the Super One Player, Zachary Kane, Gillyflower, Mandel Bro, Purple Fire, Gabriel Herrera, Hoofy Doe, and Lemonade Warrior is participating in the hit game Among Us and is considered the encroacher. Happy Pride, everybody.